And I'm going to just be real with y'all. A lot of people are not going to tell you this, but you're the reason you're not happy. I'm gonna just go ahead and start this video by saying this is something a lot of y'all are not gonna want to hear, and that's okay, because when you stick to the end, it's gonna all come together and it's all gonna make sense. Right now, you might be like, not really feeling it, but by the end, you're gonna take this a lot better. But let's get into the fact that the reason that you're unhappy is because you can't let stuff go. And when I say you, I also mean me, because I had to learn this. You gotta let it go. It's not for nobody else but you. In order for you to be happy, hear me clearly, you have got to let stuff go. Let's talk about stuff. What is stuff? Stuff is, number one, things that have happened to you. It could be childhood, it could be adulthood. We're talking about negative things that happened a month ago, a year ago, a decade ago, that you still holding on to. This is coming from love. This is coming from experience. You cannot change what has happened to you. You can't change it. It's like the girls that be like, my hair used to be long until my mom put a perm in it 10 years ago. Girl, what? Your hair is still short from 10 years ago, from a perm from 10 years ago? I know that's kind of random, but stay with me. Stay with me. I promise. It's going to come together. I am not negating childhood trauma. I am not saying forget about it, get over it. I'm not saying that. Let's be clear on that. What I'm saying, you need to figure out what healing looks like from that trauma. Do you need to seek therapy? Do you need to confront that person? Do you need to scream it out? What do you need to do to let it go? It ain't changing. You do not have a time machine to go back and be like, delete. Because baby, I would delete also. No, you have got to figure out, how do you heal? Healing is going to look different for everybody. So if you're watching videos on how to heal and you're like, I can't do that, figure out what you need to do, keyword being you, to heal from that and to let it go. Because one thing about it, it can't change. You can't go back. It's done. It's happened. But holding on to it is not helping you heal. Figure it out, okay? Please. I promise you. You will be a lot happier once you work through that and you heal from that. Let that be in the past and move forward. Life has continued. Life is still happening. You're hurting yourself more by holding on to that and harboring that energy. Next thing, you can't make people do anything they don't want to do. You can't. You cannot. Unless you're a boss, then we do what we do at these here jobs. However, in real life, you can't make people do anything they don't want to do. And why is that relevant? Y'all sitting here, and I was too, waiting on an apology that's never going to come. People know exactly what the hell they are doing when they do it. Very rarely do they not know what they are doing. If somebody hurt you and somebody cheated on you, somebody did you wrong, they knew what they were doing. They were fully aware of what they were doing. And if a person doesn't, for some reason, know what they are doing is upsetting or hurts you, and you tell them that it's upsetting and it hurts you, they still may not believe they did anything wrong. I know. Wild concept. Insane. Absurdity. People, if they don't know and you tell them, they still may be like, nah, I didn't do it that way. I didn't mean it with that intent. It doesn't matter what intention you did it with. If I'm telling you it upset me, you need to acknowledge that. But guess what? You can't make people do anything. So trying to make them understand and trying to make them take accountability, sometimes it ain't gonna happen. It's not. So guess what? Go on, let it go. And it don't mean forgive and forget. Oh, absolutely not. But what we're going to do, all right, take it down. That's their last straw, because these days, people got one strike with me. One. That's it. If they know, or you tell them, and they continue to do the things or not take accountability, noted for you and for your happiness, nah, no. Get rid of those people immediately. And lastly, some people don't care. There are a lot of selfish individuals in this world. It is what it is. Everybody was raised differently, and people's understanding and their brain processing work differently. Cool. However, for my happiness, baby, you can no longer be in my space. I have to love you from a distance. Or I don't even have to rock with you at all. It just depends on who we're talking about in these scenarios. But to make Jasmine happy, Jasmine's gonna go ahead and separate or cut off. And if I have to keep explaining to you or keep asking for an apology or want you to take accountability, there's no purpose in you being here. No. Let those people go. It does not matter who it is. Hear me clearly. Because some of these people are family. Some of these people are some of your closest family members. You obviously don't care. So what are we doing? Sorry, auntie. I'm sorry, mom. I'm sorry, dad. Whoever it is, through history. Because if they cared about you the way you cared about them, they would acknowledge your feelings. They would apologize. They would care. And they would take accountability. But if they don't, you're not compatible. And it's okay. People grow apart. People don't need to be together. It's okay to chuck the deuces, okay? Do we still say chuck the deuces in 2024? Is that, I don't know. Are we doing that? Let me know in the comments. And a lot of times, the same exact people that are disturbing you and your peace because you keep trying to force them to take accountability or force them to get an apology, they done moved on. They're on to their next victim. And I say victim because that's what they do. They be out here creating victims. But they're on to their next victim, and you still hurt about what they did to you or still upset because they didn't take accountability. They on to the next one. You also need to be on to the next one. That's it. Move accordingly. Take everything as a learning lesson with these people and know that they're never invited back into your life again. That's just what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, and it's okay. And now I want to talk about negative energy and why you need to let that negative energy go. And negative energy can stem from so many things. Negative energy can stem from not healing, having trauma. Negative energy can stem from who you're surrounding yourself with. Negative energy can come from just your own thoughts and how you talk to yourself. Negative energy is real. Negative energy will have you in a choke hold, baby. You need to figure out how to release negative energy. And it does not matter how you do it. I don't care about religion, race, none of that. Everybody has their own ways to release negative energy. For me, y'all already know if you're new here. Hello, I'm Jasmine. Negative energy, I'm going to meditate. And I'm going to sage. Baby, I will burn a whole sage stick to get my energy right. I'm not playing about negative energy. People sleep on negative energy. Number one, if you're holding on to stuff, it's just going to keep building. It's going to keep building. The moment some negative energy starts to enter you, because it will, because it's life, you need to start working on it and get it out of there. You got to figure out your method to get rid of that energy. Energy cannot have space in your body. When you're in negative energy and you're constantly upset, you're not feeling your best, your body is hurting, your body is aching, your heart is hurting because you got negativity built up in you from past hurt or being upset about how people do you. How do you need to release that negative energy? If you're around a person and you've been happy and every time you go around them, the energy has shifted, the energy is different, that's a sign. That is very much, maybe you don't need to be around this person. And again, it could be anybody. If you're around a person, a place, somewhere, and every time there's a shift in your energy, run quickly. Please get out of there immediately. There should be no space for negative energy in your life. It will happen, but you need to immediately work on how it's getting out of there because it gotta go. It gotta blast. Take it out, please. How does that look? And it looks different for everybody. If you need to go sit in the sun to start basking in those rays, please do. Stat. But whatever it is, negative energy in your life, it has to be removed. It is a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. And if you're a person that stays negative all the time, you're going to start being sick. You're going to start being depressed. it's going to start taking a toll on your body. Your face gonna start breaking out. Your face gonna start swelling up. Your joints gonna be achy. You got to welcome positivity. You gotta figure it out. And life is hard. Trust me. Baby, I've been sick, down, and out since January. It's been rough. You gotta fight back. You gotta hit. You gotta swing. Swing back. Keep fighting. Do what you gotta do. And you're not gonna be positive all the time. That's just real. If you see my last video, your girl was fighting for my life from depression. But guess what? I still try to do the things. I still try to get there. And positivity is levels. So I might be like right here. Like right now, I'm up here. 2 hours from now, I might be like right here. But I'm gonna keep fighting back. You have to fight for your energy. You have to fight to protect your energy. And it's not always easy. Trust me, please. I have been fighting, but I still remain positive on most days because you have to. I refuse to let negative energy consume my life and to bring me down and out because, baby, right now I have arthritis. Arthritis is doing great. I'm not waking up in pain. My body feels better. I've been healthier. Minus, I was just sick for a whole week, bro. Like, minus that, but that's not gonna be that wasn't negative energy. That was a 6-year-old, okay? I got by my daughter. So, but the more negative energy that you hold on to and that you harp on, the harder it's going to take a toll on your body. So you need to figure out how can you remove the negative energy in your life. And I mean, right now, today, don't watch nothing else until you figure out what makes your energy shift and how we can adjust it. Because you cannot have it in your life. All in all, let that hurt go. Whatever it is, whatever occurred, how it affects you, please, for you to be happy, you need to let it go. Again, it looks differently for everybody. It's easy for me to say, but I had to fight. There's apologies that I know that I deserve that I'm not going to get. And I have to be okay with that. People know, people are aware, they just don't care. Whether it was 10 years ago, last week, you need to make you happy by learning to adjust accordingly and to let them people continue to move how they want to do. And if that means they got to get up out of there and out your life, I'ma holla. So let that hurt go. Let that negativity go. Start welcoming positive energy, positive vibes. Start healing. Figure out different healing methods. Try different things out because you never know. You never know. Something that you have never thought of trying that may help you. It might just be what you need. Life is short. Life is way too short to spend it unhappy. And every moment that you're unhappy is a moment that you could have been happy. So I want you to heal. I want you to find your happiness. And I want you to remove negativity from your life the best you can. And start winning today. Today is the day that you are going to start winning. You're going to start letting all of that nonsense go. And you need to free yourself. You don't need to be carrying all of this stuff all the time. There was once a great philosopher that once said, "Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back dragging all them bags like that. Let that baggage go. Your back is hurting. Your body is hurting. You hurting because you dragging all this baggage around. Drop it off. Get light. Lighten up the load. I'm going to see you on the next video.